Front wigs, half wigs, full wigs, hairband wigs, whole wigs. Hey guys, today I want to say welcome back to my channel. I am Ivy Eville, and today we're going to talk about scalp care. Now you see she's all shiny today. Well, that's because I've done something that I want to say is a new regimen for me, which is hair removal and then a nice mask. And then if you're going outside, you still need SPF. You need that sunscreen because it don't matter the color of your skin, we all gotta protect ourselves. So I'm gonna start with what I use for hair removal, which is, I think it's called bald head. It is called bald head. It's by Magic. It's the razorless cream shave. So when I use that, I just put it wherever there is hair still growing, which mine is just around the sides and in the back, so I don't have to use much of it at all. I don't put it on the top where there's no hair, that no hair grows, period. So I just put it on the sides and I let it sit for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then I can wipe it off with a warm washcloth and the hair just wipes off. It's like Nair for your head. I promise, it is amazing, and it gets a nice shiny smooth finish on it when you're done. Now after I do that, I didn't want to do the bentonite clay mask the same day, so the following day, which was this morning by the way, I did the bentonite clay mask. That's that. I'll go into how I mix this and apply this. You're going to need a glass bowl, something to mix it with. I use a plastic knife and the powdered bentonite clay. To mix the bentonite clay, you're going to have to pour the powder into the bowl. The amount depends on how much you want to make. Now we're going to add some water, and with the water you want to put enough water in it for it to be a thick paste consistency. Now that it's at its paste consistency, it could probably stand to be a little thinner than that. You can use your hand or a spatula and apply it to your head. I used a thin, even layer of the bentonite clay. It looks a bit clumpy because I used water, but you can use apple cider vinegar, which helps break it down better. My clay looks a bit clumpy, but you can also use apple cider vinegar with the powder, and that helps break the clay down better. But you just want a very even coverage of the bentonite clay. And then you're gonna let it sit for till it's dry. When you see it's dry and it starts to flake, then you know it's ready. And it gets tight. It may get a little tingly, but that means it's working. And by tingly, I mean like almost itchy, but it does tighten up very good. And what it's doing is pulling out the impurities and tightening your skin on your head. And that's it. Now, what I like to use for days when I'm going to be outside and not wearing a wig at all, but I want a nice even tone and a little glimmer, as I would say, I use this Sublime Bronze. Now this here, it's a tint that doesn't take any sun really. You just put the cream on your head. I'm gonna show you how I do it, because I'll probably be going outside. So I just apply it to my head and I rub it in evenly. Make sure you do it even because you don't want any streaks. Then if you want a little bit more, you can add a little more to it, which I probably will. Okay. And make sure that when you're done, you wipe your hands really well, because you will see that it does start to change and it starts to tan you. So make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly when you're done. Now, this takes a little while to start working. So I would say within an hour, you'll start to see a difference in the color. Like it'll start to even your tone and kind of tan it a little bit. And then after that, because I know it's dry, I use sunscreen, a skin protector on my head just to protect my skin from the sun. Now, honestly, I don't know much about SPF, but I know the higher the better, depending on how long you're gonna be in the sun. So this one is a SPF 50, which I did some research before I purchased it, so I know it's a good one for me. And then the bronzer also has a SPF in it, which is really good too. So you have double protection. You'll be fine. And after this, I just put this in my hand and rub it where I need to protect it. I mean, it's good to put it on your face too, people. Don't just do your bald head, do your face too. And that is what I do. I am going to go outside and enjoy this sunny day and let my beautiful bald head glisten in the sun. Have a great day. Thank you guys for coming and seeing me today on Wigging Out with Ivy Evale.